Hello students, we are studying chapter 7, that is weather, climate and adaptations of animals to their climate. In the first video we have studied about weather and climate. If you have not seen that video, you should see first that link I will provide you. And in this video we will study about adaptations of animals and their climate. So first of all, what is adaptation? Adaptation is the features developed in organisms which make them to live comfortably in their surroundings in whatever climate they live. According to their climate, some changes take place in their bodies, and because of that changes they are able to survive in that climate. That climate may be some extreme climate like polar region climate and tropical region climate. They are the extreme climates. Means polar regions are extremely cold, that there is extremely cold climate, and in tropical region there is extremely hot and humid climate. So some changes take place in the body of organisms which make them to live comfortably. They are able to survive there. In this chapter we will study about the adaptation, although in class 6 you may have studied about the adaptation of other climates, and in this video, means in this chapter, we will study about the adaptation in polar region and tropical region. In polar region, whatever climate is there, it is polar region, it lies in frigid zone, and their temperature is very low. Temperature goes means as low as 37 degree, minus 37 degree, minus 40 degree. So very low temperature is there in winter season. And in polar region, days are of 6 months and nights are of 6 months. For 6 months sun do not rise, and for 6 months sun do not sets. And whenever that rise means during the daytime of 6 months, that also when that rise, they do not go very high to above the horizon. So lights of sun falls there very slant, so their climate is very cold. Most part of the year ice deposition is there in that area. Whatever well known countries lie in that area, that is Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Alaska in USA, and Siberian region of Russia. So these regions lie in that polar region. These are the countries which lie in the polar region. In polar region, whatever animals are found, so they have some special characteristics. Because of that, they live there comfortably, such as whatever animals live in polar region, they have white light. They are white light in color. Mostly they are white light in color, that help them in merging in their surroundings, whatever surrounding is there. You know that color of ice is means white. So if the color of animals will also be white, so they will be easily merged in the surrounding, and that will help them in protecting themselves from predators, means their enemies, and that will help in getting food also. As their prey will come closer to them, they will not be able to spot them from long distance, and they will come closer to them, and the animal will get food easily. Second is they have thick fur. So that thick fur, as we know that when we in winter season we cover our body with some blanket, or woolen cloths. Woolen cloths are made up of hairs of, means pure wool is made up of hair of animals. So that prevents the body heat to escape out, and that keeps the body warm. Like that, whatever fur is found on the body of animals, that protect the animal like blanket from the cold conditions. So animals have thick fur on their body that work as a blanket, and that protect them from cold condition. Below their skin, a layer of fat is found, thick layer of fat is found. So that also work as an insulator, and that do not allow body heat to escape out, and that keeps the body warm. Animals present in polar region that have strong sense of smell. Strong sense of smell help them in finding food, or they by their smell they can find that about the predators. So that also help in them in getting food and protection from the animal predators. They have wide large paws generally, whatever like polar bear, whatever polar bear is there, that have wide large paws, and that have claws also in that. ठीक है, तो paws since it is wide paws help it in and claws, present in claws, whatever you may have seen the paws of cat, dog, so they are small but they have claws in that. So like that claws are there in the paws of the polar bear that help the polar bear in walking on the ice. They do not slip there because of claws, and that claws help in digging the ice also, and claws and large paws help in swimming in the water when that go into the water, at that time that swim in it. So and they hibernate also. Polar regions, whatever animals are there, they hibernate also. During hibernation they do not take food, whatever fat deposition is there in their body, that work as a food. So these are the features which are found in polar region. Especially if we talk about polar bear, so polar bear have white light color on its body. What its body fur is white color. So polar bear help the polar bear in getting food also and preventing it from the predators. And polar bear have two thick layer of fur that have. Polar bear have two thick layer of fur, and that thick layer of fur prevent its body from cold condition like blanket, and that have thick layer of fat under its skin. Its body is so much protected from the cold condition by these means two thick layer of fur and layer of fat under the skin, as when that walks fastly or that runs on the in that environment, means that runs on the ice, obviously because everywhere deposition of ice is there. So when that runs on ice because of any reason, either to catch prey or to run away from the enemies, so that feel warm. When that feel warm, then it dips its body into that into the nearby water, and their water will also be at chilling temperature. So that dip its body into that go into the water to make its body cool. So at that temperature, means that in that cold condition also that feel warm when that runs, as much its body is protected from the because of the presence of two thick layer of fur and fat under the skin. Polar bear also have strong sense of smell, because of that is able to save it from the predators, and that is able to get its food from distance. It can smell its prey. That have large, as I told you that polar bear have wide large paws, so in its paws nails are also there, means that is not nails, that is called claws. Okay, nails we have, whatever we have, that is nails, and they have claws or something like this, So because of presence of that, polar bear is able to walk or run on the that surface of ice, that without slipping on that, and that use its paws to dig the ice also. Because of large paws, that is able to swim. That is a polar bear is a good swimmer also, that can swim into the water because of large paws. And sometimes it go in winter season, it go for hibernation. Hibernation means long winter sleep. So during that period, whatever fat is deposited in the under the skin of the body of polar bear, during that period they do not take any food, and during that period whatever fat is there inside the body, that supply the food requirement to the body, and when favorable condition comes, then it again start to means become active, and that come out for daily activity. So this was about polar bear. Now adaptation in penguin. Penguin also found in polar region, that is another animal that is found in polar region. It also has some adaptations because of that is able to live comfortably in that chilling temperature, that cold climate. Penguins have white feathers on the belly, whatever its belly means front portion is there, so that have white feathers, and this white feather help it in camouflage in the surrounding or in blending in the surrounding, means from the front side that is not able to spot from the long distance, that is because its color is just similar to the white eyes. Second is that is also have, means penguin also have thick layer of fat under the skin, like in polar bear. As in polar bear, thick layer of fat is there under the skin. Like this in penguins also, thick layer of fat is found that prevent its body from cold condition, that work as an insulator, that do not let the body heat to escape out, and that keeps the body warm. It have streamlined body, streamlined shape. You know that it is pointed at front and wide in middle, and again at last pointed. So it have something like its body when it swims at that time, it looks that its body is streamlined, as the streamlined fish also have streamlined shape. Aeroplanes also made in this shape only, that help in moving forward, that reduce the friction when it swim into the water. So it's a streamlined shape and webbed feet, whatever feet is there of it. So like frogs, it have webbed feet like this in between the these toes. Skin is there, means that is the toes are not free, so they are webbed. The webbed feet also help in using it during swimming, and flattened flipper like wings, that also flipper like wings also help in swimming. So because of presence of streamlined body, webbed feet and flattened flipper like wings, that swims well in the water, that is a good swimmer also. It lives in groups, and generally penguins live in groups and remain huddled together. Huddled together means they come very close to each other when they feel cold condition. At that time they come closer to each other, and that keeps them, that help them in keeping the body warm, because warmth of body of each other means help the other to be protected from the cold condition. So living in group, huddling in penguins also help the penguins in living cold condition comfortably. They protect themselves from the cold condition. So these are the adaptations in penguins. Now in polar region, whatever birds are found, so how they cope the condition, cold condition. Mostly birds whatever are found, they, when winter season comes, so they migrate from polar region to other places, as for example Siberian crane. Migrate from Siberia to India. Siberian region is Russia. So Siberian crane, that is in polar region, So Siberian crane migrate from Siberia to India, that covers a long distance to come from Siberia to India whenever winter season is there. At that time temperature go very low, and that migrate from Siberia to India. From Siberia it comes in India at Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, Rajasthan, that come in Rajasthan, Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, Rajasthan, and in Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary, that is in Haryana, and wetlands northeast part of India. So there in these areas Siberian crane comes from Siberia to India whenever chilling temperature is there, means in winter season chilling temperature is there in polar region. One other example is there, that is Arctic tern. Arctic tern, that is a bird that lives in Arctic region, that breed there, that lives in Arctic region. But when winter season comes in Arctic region, that migrate from Arctic region to, from one pole to other pole. Okay, that migrate from one pole to other pole. That means when here winter season is there, then that migrate to the other pole, mean Antarctic region, and when their summer season means past and winter season start to come, then there will be summer season, then again it come back to the Arctic region. So this is how it covers approx 35,000 kilometer per year. It covers very long distance, means whatever long distance it covers, it is I think longest distance that covers by any migratory organism, means that may be bird, that may be other animals, means other animal also migrate from their native place. Native place means where they live generally, but whatever is their habitat, whatever is their natural place. So wherever they live, that is the native place. So from their native place, whatever animals or birds migrate from their place to other places. So this is the longest distance. That's why it is called champion of migration. Champion of migration. And since, as you know, that on poles 6-month day and 6-month night is there, so this bird, since in summer season it lives in Arctic region, in summer season it lives in Antarctic region, so it sees maximum daylight than other organisms. Other organisms, wherever they live, when day will be there, then they will see daylight, and when night will be there, they will not be able to see the daylight. But it migrate from one pole to other pole, so it see maximum daylight, and it is called the champion of migration. It covers the maximum distance covered by any animal which migrates from one place to other place, and its name is Arctic tern. Okay. So by migration the birds protect themselves from the cold condition. Where cold condition is there at the polar region, they migrate from that place, and again when favorable condition comes, they come back to their native place. Now about tropical rainforests. Tropical rainforest, as you know, that lie in the torrid zone, whatever globe you will see. So in that, in middle there is equator. So tropical region is around the equator, and here the sunlight falls straight in certain area. So there is hot climate, and this region receives frequently rainfall. So climate of this region is hot and humid, means whatever climate of tropical region is there, tropical rainforests are found in tropical region, and the climate of tropical region is hot and humid. That is because that lie around the equator, and their sunlight falls straight. So in that hot and humid condition, means that is extremely hot and humid condition is there. So that hot and humid condition supports a variety of organisms, variety of plants and animals and microorganisms. So that is favorable condition for living organisms. So that's why this region supports a variety of plants and animals. So whatever tropical rainforests are there, these tropical rainforests are very dense forests, and in that forest variety of animals lives. Since so many variety of animals are found in the tropical rainforests, so there may be competition for space, competition for food also, but because of presence of variety of animals, there is availability of food also that supports the life for them, for living them, because every living organisms have get their its food from other living organisms, means that is jivasya bhojanam, means every living organism get its food from some other living organism, either it may be plant, it may be animal, but in generally whatever animals are found in tropical region, most of them are herbivores. So whatever area that falls into the tropical region, in tropical region whatever portion comes, that is Western Ghat and Assam in India, that is Western Ghat and Assam of India comes in this tropical region. Southeast Asia, Central America and Central Africa. So these are the regions which fall in the tropical region, and in tropical region whatever major type of animals are found. The animals, they are monkeys, apes, gorillas, tigers, elephants, leopards, lizards, snakes, birds and insects. So variety of animals are found in tropical rainforests. That's why there may be competition, as I told you that there may be competition for space, there may be means for shelter, and there may be competition for food also. So there is some adaptations in the organisms, the animals have some specific adaptations because of presence of that, because of that adaptation they are able to live comfortably. Whatever tropical animals are there, generally they have sensitive hearing, sharp eyesights and thick skin and color. They have sensitive hearing, means they hear very soft sound also, so they become alert from any danger, or they can get their prey also. So because of having sensitive hearing, that help them in getting food and preventing from the animals. Sharp eyesights, they can see the things from long distance, that they have sharp eyesights. And thick skin also help them in bearing the hot condition. And the color of skin, color of body, whatever color of body of the organisms are there, some of the organisms have as their color of body that they can merge in their surrounding. As on the dry leaves, some of the insects sometimes they sit and they are not able to spot there that it is some dry branch of the plant or it is an insect sitting here. So they are same color of that branch, dry branch. So it is difficult to spot there, and that helps the insects in protecting it from its means its enemies, and in getting food also that help. Chameleon is a reptile that is able to merge its body according to the surrounding. When it is found in the green leaf, that at that time that looks green color, so it is difficult to find it out. And when it is in between the dry leaves or in dry branches, so that change its body in that color. So according to surrounding, that is able to merge its body, means change its body color, and that can merge according to the surroundings. So these are the various adaptations that are found in tropical animals. As we know that temperature here is high, that is not less than 15 degree, means in cold condition also temperature do not come below 15 degree Celsius, and at it can go at more than 14 degree Celsius, means hot and humid condition. Humid, that is because that receives frequently rainfall. So some of the animals have specific characters, like one ape is there, that is lion tail macaque, that is it have a specific mane means that have hairs, white silver color hair around its face. So that is the specific character found in lion tail macaque. That is also called beard ape. That is also called beard. You know that it is called whatever below the face in human beings that is found in this area, that is called beard. So that is lion tail macaque also have hairs, white silver hairs. So that is called mane. That is mane. Mane is what? Whatever lion you may have seen. So lion have hairs on its after its face that have hairs like this. So that is called mane. So that also have silver white color mane, and that is its specialty. Of this monkey mostly live on the trees. This is because of competition for the shelter. So that mostly live on the trees, that get its food on the trees. There that live only, that eats fruits, leaves, buds, small twigs of the trees. And since it gets its food, sufficient food at the trees only, so that do not come down on the ground, generally rarely that come down. It eats insects, whatever is present in between the bark of the trees, whatever insects are there, that also that search and eat it. And so most of the time it lives on the trees only, that is because it gets food there only, no need to come down. A frog, that is red-eyed frog, that have sticky padded feet that help in, that also live on the trees, because of presence of sticky padded feet, sticky feet that do not let it to slip from the branches of the trees. So easily that can live on the branches of the trees, and that is of green color, so that help it in camouflage, means merging in the green surrounding, that also live on the trees only. Toucan is a bird that have long beak, and because of this long beak, that is able to eat the fruits of other branches which are at very thin branches. Whatever fruits are at very thin branches, that can be eaten by its from sitting from other branch, that sits on the other branch, and that eats from there only, that sit on the other branch and eat from long distance. So that is also an adaptation which help the bird in getting food means from that branches also, that is not reachable, means on that cannot sit, they are very thin, they that cannot sit, to from other branch that is able to eat the fruits. And in tropical region, whatever elephant is found, that elephant also have various adaptations. Because of that, that elephant lives comfortably in that hot and humid climate. Elephants have large ears, that have large ears. That large ears, whatever elephant is there, so that have large ears. This large ear is used by the elephant as a fan, that use it as a fan, and it help in keeping the body cool. Because of this large surface area on both sides, whatever surface area is there, that helping releasing the body heat in hot condition, and that also help in keeping the body cool. So large ears help the animal in keeping the body cool, and because of this large outer ear that is able to hear soft sound, very soft sound can be heard by this elephant. As you can keep your palm on your eyes, on your ears like this. If you will keep your palm like this, so you will be able to hear soft sound also. Whatever sound, like whatever sound of fan is coming a little faded, so that sound becomes a little more loud because of putting the palm here. So this already it have large ear, outer ear, so maximum sound waves strike to the large area and that go into the ear, so it is able to listen soft sound also. So because of this large ear, the elephant is able to hear even very soft sound. It have strong sense of smell. It have strong sense of smell. This strong sense of smell help the animal in smelling the things from long distance. It have whatever thick trunk is there, trunk means sood, so that trunk is used by elephant for breathing also, means for smelling also, through the holes present at the end of the trunk. Through it, that is able to smell the things, and that use the trunk for holding the things or for lowering the branches. Branches are lowered by the elephant with the help of trunk, and that is able to eat the leaves of the higher branches also. So this, because of presence of strong sense of smell, that is able to smell the things, and trunk is used by that thick trunk. That thick trunk is used by the elephant for lowering the branches, for holding the things, for smelling. So that help the animal in living comfortably. The other thing is it have tusks. Tusks help in whatever tusks, long teeth are there of elephant, that is called tusk. That tusks help in tearing the bark of the trees, and the elephant loves to eat the bark of the trees, so tusks also help the elephant in getting food. One more characteristic it have, that have thick padded feet. So these feet do not have hooves like whatever cow and buffalo feet is there that have hooves, something like this. So that hooves are not found in elephant. Its lower layer is that is padded a little, means that is not hard. So that walks, when it walks, that do not produce sound, so it can walk silently. If any danger is there, then that can walk silently. So these are the characteristics, these are the adaptations which are found in elephant that help the elephant in living that tropical rainforest comfortably. So this was about this chapter. Thank you.